So following up with our exclusive reporting, Intel has now officially confirmed its 11th gen Rocket Lake desktop CPUs will be launching on the 30th of March. Now the Blue Team confirmed this with a statement on the whole situation surrounding the pre-launch or unofficial sales of the processors, and responding to hardware leaks via video cards, an Intel spokesperson confirmed the CPU launch schedule for the 11th gen Rocket Lake lineup. Now the CPU launch schedule is mentioned as following: press, product information unveil, including pre-orders and advertising, March 16, 2021 at 8 a.m. PT. Performance review, benchmark, sales, March 30, 2021 at 6 a.m. PT time. So for Intel's Rocket Lake CPU family, we're going to get a proper announcement on the 16th of March at 8 a.m. Pacific time anyway. On that date, Intel will allow the press to disclose full information regarding its 11th gen family, which would include CPU information, specs, and prices. Now, Intel will also open up pre-orders for its 11th generation family on that same day, allowing partners and retailers to start advertising the chips officially. However, what's interesting is that you won't be getting any reviews for the said chip until 2 weeks later. The review and sales NDA lifts on the 30th of March at 6 a.m. Pacific time, so for those who will be pre-ordering the chips, you'll likely only have leaked performance numbers to base your purchasing decisions on. Also, you'll have to wait 2 weeks before getting your processor. Unless you pre-order like a few days ahead, then, up to 2 weeks. But another thing that's pretty interesting is with this launch is they won't be eligible for the performance tuning protection plan. In fact, nothing bought after the 1st of March will be. Thanks to Fanatec over on Twitter for pointing me to Adore TV's coverage of this, as Intel didn't exactly broadcast this news out loud and proud. But for those wondering what the PTPP was, in short, it was an insurance option for those looking to do some high-end overclocking and not worry about their CPU burning up. Or for those who spent a good chunk of money on a high-end Intel CPU and just wanted a little bit of a reassurance that it could get replaced if something went wrong. And sometimes that $35 or so was well worth spending. Intel had this to say in their release: as customers increasingly overclock with confidence, we are seeing lower demand for the Performance Tuning Protection Plans, or PTPP. As a result, Intel will no longer offer the new PTPP plans effective March 1st, 2021. All existing plans will continue to be honored through the duration of the processor warranty period. So, that's the end of an era. Now, there are reasons to be concerned here, as I know a good handful of folks over the years who have benefited from the program, myself being one of them, who had an i7-3770K bite the dust many years ago, and not from overclocking, but rather water damage from a leaking CPU block. But another thing to consider here is supply. I recently had a buddy need one of his X299 chips replaced. It was a 10th gen lineup part, and they simply didn't have anything to give him, even to the point where they tried to send him a worse 9th gen part just because they were price parity. So it seems to be a lot of moving factors here in this decision, and well, quite frankly, it sucks for the consumer who just wanted a bit of a security blanket. So let us know in the comments section below what you think about the launch date, the embargo, and the dropping of the PTPP. And for more on this and other news, follow the link in the description and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so that we don't miss you in the next one.